and this brief video is on the disc belt, which is getting nerfed in patch 11.2.5. Patch 11.2.5 drops on October 7th in NA and October 8th for Europe, so that is coming up very soon. I just wanted another public service announcement of this is getting nerfed. See whether or not it's even better for you. So, what we're looking at here is this. The disc abilities have had their damage and stat effects reduced by 20%, of which every single stat one that you would run is listed. Critical chain is nerfed by 20%. And what I have here is a sim. This is my dungeon route sim, which I've shown in other videos and still have linked. And you can see that critical chain, this is without the nerfs put into the sim here. So what the current gear is, what I did was I simmed a disc belt with the healer effect in, so it provides 0 DPS. So it's 701 disc belt with no stats and no effect, basically. So you can see that critical chain is 303k DPS. Again, that is going to be getting nerfed by 20%. So 303,075, there's some variance on this, but times 0.8, as it's getting that 20% nerf, that's going to come down to 242,000 DPS, which is also about 2.6% going down to 2.1-ish, a little less than 2.1. With that, that is going to come down and be slightly ahead of a 710 unsocketed atomic phase belt. So crafted belts on mythic item level definitely going to be better. Keep in mind we're also getting turbo boost, so the max item level is raising from 723 up to 730, and crafted items will be 727 instead of unless they're 726. But either way, they're going to be higher than 720 that they currently are for crafted items. So those are all going to be much higher. But as soon as this nerf comes in, even without changing your gear, if you have a belt around 714 item level, that will now beat a disc belt. As well as that, you're going to be gaining stamina. So in general, I think this is just a good swap to make. As you can see here, currently a 723 belt with no socket is equal pre-nerf. So post-nerf, that's going to be, an extra 60-ish k DPS on the sim, or 0.5%. Once you get it socketed and up to 730 item level, you're going to be looking at something that's well over a 1% upgrade. So keep in mind that the disc belt is something that you're going to want to replace sooner rather than later after the patch. If you've sold every belt that you've ever owned, you might want to go through and see if you sold a mythic belt or something. If not, you'll get a belt crafted, and that'll be that. Personally, I'm happy to get rid of this because I kind of hate dealing with the RNG effect of whether or not critical chain procs to be whether or not I'm dealing damage to that window. And getting rid of a bit more variance is something that I am just happy with. So that's it. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. See you the next time.